Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we're going to be bringing back a fan favorite team on the channel, Team Tank in the Love Cup. Team Tank is a team featuring extremely bulky Pokemon, XL LEDIAN, XL Lickitung, and Alomomola, with the goal being to outbulk the opposition. XL LEDIAN especially is one of my favorite Great League Pokemon. It has a massive stat product and a ton of potential to be viable if it got a move update. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and watch Team Tank outbulk the Love Cup meta. Hopping to the first match, leading XL LEDIAN into Medicham. This is a very nice lead for us. LEDIAN, of course, double resist the counters. We can tank any one charge move, and after we do stop lagging here, we're going to be able to reach the Aerial Ace. And even though Aerial Ace isn't the strongest move ever, it still does some solid super effective damage onto the Medicham. Medicham reaches a move, we can tank whatever they throw, so we're gonna let that go. They actually bait us. They go for a power-up punch, that is even better, and they bring in what's probably a triple Legacy Seaking. I do farm up a bit before I bring in the Lickitung, just because Lickitung is exceedingly bulky, so I have faith that it is going to be able to keep switch advantage, even at an energy disadvantage. But it looks like I may have farmed up a bit too much before switching out, because they're able to get to that second debuff move before I get my Power Whip. And after they shield the Power Whip, suddenly I'm thinking I'm probably going to lose switch. So instead of trying to go for the Power Whip and getting outpaced, I'm going to go straight Body Slam here. Probably won't KO since I'm debuffed. It does not. The opponent takes advantage of the misaligned switch timers. They try and snipe, but we're able to save the Lickitung on very low health, bring back in the LEDIAN, and LEDIAN is able to tank that Psychic no problem and fire off the Aerial Ace to get the KO. So we have shield advantage. They have a very low health Seaking in the back that I believe banked a move, and the final Pokemon is Magcargo. So we are in a really good spot because we have Alomomola in the back, and we're going to be able to deal double super effective damage onto the Magcargo. I'm going to wait my clock ever so slightly and now bring in the Alomomola. We can tank any one move here. They go Rock Tomb to lower our attack, and now they bring in the Seaking. Seaking is going to be able to reach a move. Again, Alomomola is so tanky that we don't even have to shield. They are one off the move. We throw, wait, switch, and we're able to catch onto the Lickitung. I want that 2-shield flex. We're able to catch. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. Hopping to the next match, leading XL LEDIAN into Galarian Slowbro. As with basically all neutral matchups, we can tank any one charge move here. So I'm more than willing to let the first one through. They go for the Sludge Bomb, we easily survive it, and now we're gonna fire back with the Bug Buzz. This will be doing big neutral damage if it lands. They shield up, so you know what? I'm gonna save switch into the Lickitung. And they are not swapping out. Since they're not switching out, I'm going for the Body Slam right away to pressure the shield since they have a lot of energy. This thing can learn Focus Blast. I am not about to get Focus Blasted. We shield up, it is the Focus Blast, and now they bring in Wash Rotom. So a very, very cool Spice pick from the opponent. I'm gonna let this go. This is not a Hydro Pump. Thunder still does significant damage, but this Wash Rotom is going to get absolutely banished by the Lickitung. We're able to take it out with the Power Whip. Slowbro going for the farm down, we go for the snipe, and we're able to get it with Alomomola. The final Pokemon is their own Alomomola. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. Hopping to the next match, picking up one of the worst possible leads, LEDIAN into Magcargo. We save switch into our Lickitung, and unfortunately we are met with Ariados. This is not a great matchup for Lickitung if Ariados decides to commit a shield, because it can spam out lunges incredibly quickly thanks to Poison Sting, and with that guaranteed attack debuff, once they shield, I basically can't make a play for switch advantage. So now that I'm not able to win switch, basically my hope for winning this match is hoping that with a shield advantage, Alomomola is going to be able to close in the endgame. We're able to land a Body Slam to at least get it low, but they're not going to let me land another as they throw the Cross Poison to take me out. At this point, health on LEDIAN doesn't feel particularly important since they have a Magcargo in play, so I'm going to go for a very painful resisted Bug Bite farm down, basically sacrificing almost all of my HP, but hopefully getting quite a lot of energy, and I'm hopeful that that energy is going to be useful later on in the match. So we are farming. Unfortunately, not quite able to farm down. We are going to have to eat another move. So we're going to leave loaded on energy, but we are very low health and debuffed. They're going to bring in Magcargo. We bring in a Alomomola, and the final Pokemon is Scolipede. We do have a shield advantage, so maybe there is hope. We just need to get to the 2 Psychics. Going for Psychic number 1. This, of course, will be getting the shield, and now this is a tough spot. I'm going to call the X-Scissor bait. It is X-Scissor, that is really nice. Now that they've landed one, however, they can probably just go straight X-Scissor in this match, since the X-Scissor plus the Poison Jabs are going to be enough to KO. And it's looking like, unfortunately, I'm probably going to be outpaced. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to reach the Psychic. I'm a little worried, so we're going to make a switch into the LEDIAN, and we're going to go for the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace will be taking out the Scolipede, but back in comes Magcargo. We are going to be able to go for the Bug Buzz. At this point, I'm just hoping for the debuff, but unfortunately, Magcargo is going to leave with a move, and I don't have a move on Alomomola. So we tried to fight back from the terrible lead-in swap, unfortunately not quite able to overcome. Hopping to the next match, leading LEDIAN into Druddigon. Druddigon is a pretty cool pick, but unfortunately for the Druddigon, the bug bites are tearing through it. They safe switch into Lickitung, and I'm going to go straight for the Bug Buzz. Let's do maximum damage. It lands, and now I can safely bring in my own Lickitung. Since there is a pretty big health disparity between the two, I feel very comfortable bringing in the mirror match here, and we should leave with a decent amount of health, where we should hopefully be able to reach a Body Slam and apply a lot of pressure onto the Druddigon as well. My thinking is, if they're leading a dragon, they have to have a Charmancer in the back, and it very well could be a Fire type, and if so, I want to preserve a Alomomola. We are able to reach the Body Slam. This is going to be getting the KO if they decide not to shield, and they let it go down. Back in comes Druddigon. Druddigon has a move. I can tank this. Again, Lickitung is exceedingly bulky, whereas Druddigon is definitely not. We're able to reach the Body Slam, and this will be getting it very low, if not taking it out. Body Slam does get the shield, and now we can come back in with LEDIAN, as LEDIAN should be in a pretty good spot here. Again, this is Team Tank. We still don't have to shield this, so we're going to let that go. We are farming, doing quite a bit of damage, and the final Pokemon is a Fire type, and it's Talonflame, and Alomomola absolutely destroys Talonflame. Even if it's a Brave Bird, we don't have to shield. It's a Brave Bird. We tank that easy. Opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. That has been happening a lot with this team. Hopping to the next match, picking up a pretty nice lead, LEDIAN into Slowbro. The opponent realizes it's a bad matchup and safe switches into Wigglytuff. Immediately, I'm thinking it could be Double Charm. Since Wigglytuff does have that normal subtyping and double resist licks, I'm actually going to bring in Alomomola here. With Alomomola, I'm going to commit the shield so I can maintain switch advantage, and then we're going to farm all the way down. That way we will leave with some residual energy. Unfortunately, this energy isn't going to be the most useful against Slowbro, which is a water psychic type, but you know what? It all helps. And now we are desperately trying to get to the Psychic before they farm me down. They try and snipe with Electrode, but we're able to reach the Psychic. Psychic is going to be doing some solid damage here. We get the shield. We do go down, but now we have Lickitung. And Lickitung should be able to handle this Electrode fairly well. We are going to be going for the Body Slam. Body Slam lands, and they're at a move. I'm going to let this go. We tank whatever they throw, but they go for the Hyper Beam, and suddenly things are looking dire. I made a huge mistake by not shielding. I was expecting they were baiting. They commit the shield. Doesn't look like we can farm down. I switch into LEDIAN to try and snipe, but we're not able to do so. I am going to have to commit the shield, but the question is, how healthy is that Slowbro? The Slowbro still has some health, but it also has a move. Are we going to be able to farm down the Slowbro here? Come on, LEDIAN. LEDIAN's able to farm down. Can we farm down the Electrode as well? We cannot. And they have a move. No, that is absolutely heartbreaking. And we lose by 1 HP. Hopping to the next match, leading LEDIAN into another Medicham. We saw how this played out in Game 1. This is an incredibly good lead for us. They actually switch out. They bring in their own Alomomola. I'm going to farm up some extra energy. I'm going to wait for 4 waterfalls and then bring in the Lickitung, as now, even despite waiting a while to switch, we are still going to be able to reach the Power Whip first and make them make the first shielding decision. They let it go, so I'm more than willing to let this go as well. They actually go for a Psychic Bait, which is definitely better for me. And now I'm going for the Body Slam. If they shield, I'm going to shield their next move as well. But they let it go, and in this health range, I can actually survive this Psychic. They go for the Psychic, we survive it, we lick down, and we leave basically no farm for the Medicham, which is my goal. And we stored a bunch of energy on LEDIAN. They bring in Medicham, they farm down. With the extra energy on LEDIAN, we are going for the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace connects and does some solid damage. Medicham is at a move. Again, LEDIAN don't care about your charge moves. They go for the Psychic. We easily survive it. And it's a Talonflame in the back. You love to see it. A lot of people running fire in the back. And the Lomomola is absolutely feasting. They go for the Flame Charge, which again, even if it was a Brave Bird, I don't have to shield that. We're going for the Psychic and we get the final shield. These waterfalls are chunking and now it's low enough where even if they Brave Bird, I'm going to let this go. That is fine by me. Just a Flame Charge. The waterfall kills and again, the opponent resigns the match. Hopping to the next match, picking up a terrible lead, LEDIAN into Talonflame. We safe switch into Lickitung, and we are instantly met with a Medicham. I'm hoping that we are going to be able to force a shield in this matchup. I'm not going to be able to win switch unless my opponent lets me, but at the very least, compared to something like Scrafty, at the very least, Lickitung can hit for super effective with the licks against Medicham, and those licks do really add up over the course of a battle. Going for Body Slam number 2, and we do get the shield. That is quite nice. And they throw. Honestly, even better. More than happy to let this go. They just go for the power-up punch and they're going to farm down. From here, I am going to bring in LEDIAN and we're going to commit to the farm down. Even if they reach a boosted move, I am totally fine with that. Again, this whole team is exceedingly tanky and even the double boosted Psychic is easily survived. They're going to be bringing in the Talonflame. We bring in a Lomomola, and the final Pokemon is Lickitung. This is definitely not what we were hoping to see, as Lickitung does have access to Power Whip, and Power Whip would hit us for super effective damage. I do commit the shield, unfortunately just a Body Slam, and now I am going for broke. I need this Hydro Pump to land. Come on! Oh, it's shielded. That is absolutely terrible. We are in a pretty tough spot here, because I have to commit this shield. We do shield the Power Whip, which is nice, but we are still a ways off of the Hydro Pump, and I'm going to be going for the Psychic. I'm hoping that Psychic will get it low enough that I can snipe with Bug Bite. It's pretty low. We try and snipe, but we're not able to. They switch it out, and in comes Talonflame. The question is, do 2 Aerial Aces KO? Come on, LEDIAN. Can we get there? We do. Come on, LEDIAN. Please. I know Aerial Ace is a bad move. Please. No, it lives on like 1 HP, and they have enough for the Brave Bird. Brave Bird is just enough to KO, and we come incredibly close to coming back from a hard counter. Hopping into the final match, leading LEDIAN into Medicham. We have been absolutely feasting on these Medicham leads, as again, this is a pretty nice matchup. They save switch into a Shadow Electrode. That is incredibly cool. I'll be honest, I should have switched to the Lickitung right away, but I hadn't seen a Shadow Electrode yet. So I just sat there for a moment, letting it do super effective Volt Switch damage to my LEDIAN, because I was just like, whoa, this thing is awesome. But now we're in a bit of a predicament, because we are super behind on energy. So if they want, they can actually take switch advantage from us. I go for the Body Slam. Unfortunately, they do shield it up, and they're going to be able to get the final shield. I'm going to overfarm as much as possible here to basically try and convince them that I have 2, even though I definitely don't, and hopefully they will no shield, and they actually do. That is massive. If they fought for switch, I would be in a pretty tough spot because I would lose that good matchup that LEDIAN has. We're going to go for the Body Slam. Body Slam connects. Medicham is able to farm down. We're bringing in LEDIAN. Again, the bulk of LEDIAN. Not having a shield here is totally fine. They go for the Psychic. We easily tank it, and we fire back with the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace does take them out. The final Pokemon is Crustle. And the fact that they did not fight for switch advantage is what is going to allow us to get this win, as we can tank whatever they throw. And the Lomomola should be in a pretty decent spot to get them low, almost taking them out. If this is an X-Scissor, we live. If it's a Rock Slide, we don't. It is the X-Scissor, and we're able to get the win. All in all, I had a ton of fun bringing Team Tank out of retirement and getting to try it in a new meta, this time in the Love Cup. XL LEDIAN is definitely one of my favorite XL Spice builds that I've made, and even though it has a pretty poor move pool, it has an incredible stat product, so I'm hoping that one day Niantic will give it a favorable moveset update, so that way it can become a true threat in the meta. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible, and we have released merch. I do have a link to the merch store in the description. Definitely go check it out, as we've got some really cool stuff in there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.